myself. That thing of loving was for everybody else.
Hey guys, so I wanted to come on my IGTV. This is my first IGTV video, and I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about sex and energy, and particularly how it kind of relates to endometriosis for my endo warriors out there. But this is really a message for anybody. People do not realize that when you have sex with somebody, you are giving yourself to them, and you are giving a part of yourself that you will never get back, essentially. And so it's really, really important that you understand and you know whose energy meshes well with your body. So for me, when I was diagnosed with endometriosis 5 years ago, I was in a relationship, and in this relationship, he always wanted to have sex. I mean, like every time we saw each other, we had to have sex. And endometriosis causes painful sex, number one. And I was on Lupron, which is a chemo treatment that they use to help treat endometriosis. And the chemo put me into a menopausal state, so I didn't have a sex drive. So imagine, being 25 and you're going through menopause and you don't have a sex drive, and you feel like if you never had sex again, then everything was cool. That was me. So to be dating somebody who always wanted to have sex was just, it was tiring. And it was tiring to have the sex, and it was tiring to pretend to want the sex because he wanted it so much. And my cousin used to always say to me, he's not good for your body. Whenever y'all have sex, it hurts. He's not good for your body. And I never understood what that meant. And when we would have sex, there would be no passion, not really, in the beginning kind of, but not really. And when I got more and more into my disease, and I started to really, really feel what endometriosis is and what it does to the body, sex just really, it just wasn't the thing I wanted, and I could care less if I had ever had it again. But I wasn't understanding how our energies wasn't meshing well, and I could be perfectly fine and not be on my period, and then as soon as we have sex, I'm bleeding, and I could never figure out why that will always happen. And in the beginning, I never even knew it was happening. I never even knew that I would be bleeding, and we would be in the middle of having sex. But he would know, because he would definitely bring it to my attention. And once we broke up, and once I had sex with someone else, and those issues weren't there, I realized that he was not good for my body, and I understood finally what my cousin meant. So you guys have to understand that, when you have sex, you're giving yourself to somebody. You're giving a piece of you to somebody. You're offering a piece of yourself to somebody. And you have to be really careful with who you're going to offer yourself to, because you could be sleeping with somebody and they have bad energy, or they've been around somebody who has bad energy, or they've slept with somebody who has bad energy. Just like you have to be mindful of, when you sleep with somebody, the things that they put into their bodies. You can't have sex with somebody and think your pH balance not gonna get thrown off when he eating McDonald's and Burger King and everything else that's not healthy, and you might not be eating healthy either. Even if you are, you still have to be aware of, what your partner is consuming, because like that has to go inside of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, fellas, imagine you have sex with a girl who does not eat healthy or does not take care of herself the way that she should, and she constantly eats bread, or she constantly eats yeast or something like that. That's how yeast infections come, and you have to put your penis in that. So you guys need to really be aware of energy, and you have to be aware of how even in sex there can be energy vampires, and they can steal your energy. And when you have endometriosis, you have to be even more careful, because sex is already painful by itself on its own. And when you have a condition like endometriosis or even fibroids or even PCOS, other conditions that cause painful sex, when you have sex with somebody and their energy is off, that's going to throw your energy off, and it's going to throw the sex off, and it's going to be even more painful because the energy isn't right. Y'all have to really, really be mindful about who you're sleeping with. Yes, endometriosis causes painful sex, but so does energy. And I have endometriosis, and I do not have painful sex because I am aware of the energy. I am aware of what I put into my body. Y'all have to be mindful of that. So to my endo warriors who, have boyfriends or in relationships, if the sex is painful, then maybe you guys need to figure out how to fix the energy to help create a better sex environment. Because as much as we like to not think that sex isn't that important, it really is. And sex is freedom. If you can give yourself sexually to somebody, that is a bit of freedom that you can have, but it needs to be the right person. It needs to be, a person who not only respects you, but respects your energy, who embraces your energy, who wants your energy around. Not just Tyrone from down the street. We gotta do better, y'all. Do better.